What's up?
Hi.
One last share and we good. What's going on? Welcome to the Wednesday night weekly pickoff here on Chip and Drip, aka Chips and Dish. I know it's weird to say that. I am Chip. This is Tila.
That's me.
In case you don't know, here.
That's me.
I know, but sometimes I need this, right? So there it is.
Thank you. That's me.
That's you. We do this every Wednesday. We got some picks to make. We got the NFL Week 15 picks. Comments are rolling in. We got Adam saying good evening.
Hi,
and
Adam.
good evening to you.
Look, if he was right there, like a little further, it almost looks like a split screen. Like we're not. No.
Right back here?
No. Never mind.
Right?
Just
right here, right?
We're moving along.
You crossing on my border. So here's what we do every week for those of you that watch and comment in, which we appreciate and love.
I love it.
Because we like the banter. We like the banter. Matt, good evening to you, sir. She is not. We were both 10-4 last week. I made a pick that was not great, so I think I should have won, but I did pick the Jaguars to beat the Titans on a whim. So in reality, I won last week. I just didn't win last week, so we tied.
Yeah. You only won you only tied because of.
I picked the Rams over the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Adam, we are going to talk about that on the 9:15 show. We're bringing on Rio.
I also have opinions about this, though.
Yep. And we're going to talk about this, I think, on Monday night. I haven't talked to JD about it yet, but yes, Urban Meyer is literally kicking his players. So I'm probably going to bring that up on Monday. I'm not going to lie. But again, the season standings right now. I have a 131-76 record. The wife is at 124-84. So I am sticking with my nice 7-game lead, but you know we're coming down to the nitty gritty of it all, and it's COVID week, everybody. Yay. Everybody in the NFL is COVID. They had 75 positive results in the last 2 days. Any thoughts about that?
All of them.
All the thoughts.
I choose to keep that to myself.
Okay. Well,
we're getting our boosters on Friday, though.
Boosters.
So it really is COVID week.
It is COVID week. That's a terrible. I don't want that to be a part of the show.
We are.
So anyway, it's the weekly pickoff, y'all. Again, I have football reasons. Sometimes she has football reasons. And if you want to comment in, you have to comment in on Facebook or YouTube. Because Twitter hates everybody. Yo, Chris, what's up? Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
That was like Hot Pocket, but you said I'm ready, but also like SpongeBob.
Yep.
Okay.
Matt says she has awesome. Reads it. Keep it real. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All right, here we go. Game number 1. So it's the Chiefs and the Chargers tomorrow night. I am taking the Chiefs, getting to that time of year when all things start clicking for Andy Reid before the playoffs, and then he may or may not be great. The Chiefs just put a stomping on the Raiders last week, and I said the word stomping because the Raiders were some dumb shits for stomping all over the Chiefs logo before the game and then getting the ass kicked. And I don't see any reason why they don't do the same thing to the Chargers. Who lives in a hot pocket under the sea? Thank you, Scott Swindells.
Yes, Scott.
See, he's quick like that.
Of course he is. He's a fantastic musician as well.
He is.
Anybody needs to know.
And the Chiefs are back, says Adam. So I have the Chiefs. You, my dear, have
The Chiefs. The Chiefs are back. That's what I said.
We do not write our reasons
No.
whilst looking at each other.
So growing up, when you're little, I thought that they were the chefs. So I was super disappointed to learn how to spell properly and to find out that they are the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like them to be the chefs.
The chefs.
The chefs.
Oh, is it chefs? Sorry. Wait.
But I'm here for the Chiefs for sure.
Wait, I want to remove this for a second.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, Teal and I saw the Muppets movie multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
And she ruined the Swedish chef for me.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to ruin it for the internet?
Why?
It's the hands.
Oh, he's got real people hands. You didn't notice that before?
Never.
You're a Muppets amateur.
I am. I was from the street, yo. Right. We know Beaker. We understand that. So if you're ever watching the Swedish
fish.
I can't talk.
Swedish fish.
Swedish
chef.
The Swedish chef.
Yeah.
His hands are real human hands.
Yeah.
So watch that and prepare to ruin your lives.
There you go.
I just wanted to share that with the people.
Did you know that
Muppets?
Whoa, that trivial. Big Bird, it's a guy's one hand, and then he uses this one, and the other hand doesn't move at all. Actually, yeah, he's left-handed because they use the right hand, so his right hand never moves. It sticks next to him. Sorry,
so
guys.
Tonight we're not going to do the weekly pickoff. We're just going to do Muppets trivia.
Tell you all facts about shit you didn't know. I got a ton.
Muppets trivia. So yeah, the Swedish chef and how big really is Big Bird?
I think he's 7.5 feet. That's what she said.
Yeah, I do have a Muppets issue.
Go.
Raiders and the Browns. I am taking the Raiders only because of COVID. I want so badly to pick the Browns. But the COVIDity, that's how you spell COVIDity, by the way. But the COVIDity of it all, the Raiders were embarrassed last week and they need to do something. And I just don't trust Case Keenum against the Raiders defensive line and no Jarvis Landry to throw to. I don't think that they have the chance with what the Browns have healthy for them. They don't even have Baker. He's going to be recording a new commercial.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I also picked the Raiders. I would normally pick the Browns. Did you read my stuff?
No.
But since they decided to all lick the same Tootsie Roll, pop to find out how many licks it takes to get to the center,
3.
I have no choice but to pick the Raiders. But it is weird because he lives in that stadium alone.
He does.
So
he's very socially distanced.
Somebody had to come help him take out the trash.
I hate everything right now. Alice Cooper's got it. Adam says the Browns. And Chris, that's awesome. Chris says he raised over $2,000 for the ARC Gloucester for the walkathon. That's fantastic.
Awesome.
Chris, that's really good stuff, man.
That's stuff you highlight. That's important stuff.
I'm clicking it right now.
Yeah.
So, Chris, that's fantastic. Thank you for doing what you do, brother, man. All right, we continue. So we got the Patriots and the Colts. So I originally had picked the Patriots
Is this what you said from the other room?
And wrote a whole thing. And then as I'm writing, I convinced myself out of it.
He said, I could hear him fiercely typing, and he was like, "Oh, I changed my mind in the middle. I didn't even believe what I was saying, and I don't know what that meant."
So I am actually taking the Colts on Sunday. And I wrote, I almost went the other way with this, but I think Bill's defense, Belichick, of course, has been superb, and that's going to confuse Carson Wentz. But the problem is that the Colts are not built around the success of Carson Wentz. They have Jonathan Taylor.
Thomas.
And the running game steals one from the Pats after the Patriots ran their way to a victory over the Bills.
Whoa. I did not think you were getting through that sentence.
Me either. Why do I seem to develop a stroke every single time on a Wednesday night?
I think it's all the lights.
All of the lights.
Which is coincidentally. The song.
So
that we were jamming to.
I am actually taking the Colts on this one. And I'm not sure how I feel about it.
And I am taking the Patriots.
Okay.
I don't like the Patriots, but I've had just about enough of Carson Wentz, and I just get the snap count and lose to the man who would sacrifice his own son on the sidelines if it meant a win.
Who you meant, Mullet Man?
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, Bill Belichick's son is a coach.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said he would sacrifice his own son on the sidelines. Yeah, I understand
with
things.
that terrible mullet. Oh, God.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, he only needs like 7 snaps.
Okay. You know he's going to get hurt.
On 6 snaps. Yeah,
he is. That's what's going to happen. He's going to get hurt during this game.
Adam is predicting the Colts.
I know.
I don't know. I'm playing a hunch here. I'm playing a hunch.
And I'm playing Carson's getting hurt.
Well, that's not a hunch. That's almost a sure lock.
Sherlock
Holmes. How many is Carson Wentz playing for the Eagles draft picks? I think, like I said, Chris, I think it's like 7 or 8. He fell just short because the Colts put a stomping in their last opponent. So they were able to put their subs in, and then they had the bye week. So they had to drag it out just a little bit longer. Yeah.
In true Carson Wentz fashion.
Fashion.
Fuck over the Eagles.
So I do think it's like 7 snaps. All right, Titans, Steelers. Again, tough game. Tough game because the Titans are not the same team as they were with Derrick Henry. So the Steelers throw the ball entirely too much considering they have a really good running back. But they find ways to lose games. The Titans have to rely on Ryan Tannehill to throw, and he's not good at that. And they don't have the right weapons around him. I'm going with December Ben Roethlisberger here because the Steelers are playing at home. That was my toss-up. Better quarterback play sometimes.
You did this for JD.
I did not. JD hates Ben.
I know, but he loves the Steelers.
I know. So I'm picking the Steelers at home only because it's home and Tennessee is not used to the cold. Adam says Titans in an upset. And
As do I, Adam.
That's interesting.
Second week in a row, I do this pick for James Rodriguez for all the good that he does for elephant preservation and in hopes that he will acknowledge my presence. Because I adore him. Yeah, and I love the Titans. I'm here for it.
I love the Titans, and I want the Titans to win that game.
Me too. I don't think the Steelers are going to win. I think that he's going to sweat too much and that the ball will not work.
Okay. Titans in an upset, says Adam. Yes, he is still 100 years old. And his arthritic hip and shoulder and knee and ankle.
It's not even that. He's just like, I don't know. If anybody's ever seen Frozen 2 and those like rock people, that's what he looks like.
That's good. I like that.
It's true.
And yeah, Chris, you're exactly right. They have a better wide receiver core. Julio Jones has been hurt. Derrick Henry is hurt. Like they're missing a lot of their key pieces. I don't get that Steelers logic. I completely agree. Makes no sense to not use the running back. They should. Yeah. And if you look, even when Big Ben missed a game, they had Mason Rudolph throw the ball 50 times. JD and I did a whole thing about this where they have backup quarterbacks overthrowing. When we had Gardner Minshew, I was convinced that he was going to throw the ball 50 times because they just want to throw their way to a win.
But not everybody does that.
Most times when a backup throws the ball over 50 times, the team loses.
No, I know that. I'm just saying I didn't think that that's what Gardner was going to do.
Right. So Mason Rudolph is definitely not the answer. And Najee Harris is at running back. So they just have to figure it out. All right. We continue. We are up to the Panthers and the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Bills. It doesn't matter if it's Cam, PJ, or Sam. Those are all possible quarterbacks.
I don't know who those people are except for Cam Newton.
Yeah. Sam Darnold. They're like, hey, he's coming back.
Who?
I'm like, Sam Darnold.
Oh, no.
He was the quarterback for the Jets that got traded.
Are they like, hey, Darnold, down the...
Oh, good Lord. It doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. They don't have Christian McCaffrey. They don't have Christian McCaffrey. And they're not going to stop the Bills. They're going to throw all over this Carolina team, and it's going to be a whopping loss. I still think that they fired the wrong guy in Carolina. It is not Joe Brady's fault that Matt Rule sucks as a head coach in the NFL. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, okay. I think it's also going to be the Bills.
Yep.
This feels like an easy win to me. The Panthers are still finding themselves, and they need to be like lock from lost and take a walkabout. I just don't think that they know what they're going to do. It's just like you bring in Cam Newton and you think that it's because he said like, I'm better than the 31 blah, blah, blah quarterbacks. And it's clearly not the case. He might be,
but he is absolutely.
But he's not here.
But he has no weapons.
None.
Zero.
Right. But you know what I mean? Like, see, this is the thing about football that is so frustrating. When you have a quarterback that's good, all of a sudden he has no weapons. When you have a quarterback that's a great runner, but maybe doesn't throw as much. They're like, oh, he's got all these weapons, but he doesn't know how to do it. It's like there's no pleasing any football fan.
Nope.
Ever. They're always going to come up with something.
You're absolutely right. Josh Allen is a much better quarterback. So if you're breaking it down just quarterback play, Josh Allen is better. Adam says Bills. We know that Tila's favorite quarterback is not Big Ben. Instead, it is Trevor Lawrence.
Ugh.
We're going to talk about him in a little bit.
Yes, we are.
And looks like we lucked out. Washington football team has like 96 players on COVID. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going
to get to that
right now. And we're also going to talk about that tonight on the 9:15 show. So make sure you are tuning in.
With Rio.
I'm clicking all kinds of wrong stuff. Okay, here we go.
Eagles. This is me.
I know.
You stop touching buttons.
I'm sorry. I'm picking the Eagles. I'm back on that tip. Washington's entire team is on the COVID list, like the entire team. Combine that with this is a playoff game, guys.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are they on the COVID list as they've tested positive, or are they on the COVID list as they are close contacts?
Some are positive, some are close contacts.
Gotcha. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. So, and they need what? 2 negative tests
if they're vaccinated.
Gotcha. Okay,
if they are vaccinated.
Cool.
So their entire team's on the COVID list. Combine this with this. This is a playoff game. Philly's also had 2 weeks to prepare for this. And what we've noticed so far is when there's a little bit of extra time to prepare, Sirianni usually gets the game plan right. And this is a lot on our pass rush, if we can get to an injured Taylor Heineke early.
That's how you spell it?
Yes, it is. They don't have Kyle Allen this week because he has COVID, so they had to elevate a practice squad quarterback as a backup. It could be a good day for the Birds, but you have got to get to Heineke early.
That's Heineke.
That's
Heineke.
I understand, but that's Heineke.
That's like a Favre type of thing.
John Favre.
What?
I don't know. Go ahead.
That's Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Did you say John Favre?
I was thinking John Favreau.
I want everybody to know. Everybody heard it.
I want Iron Man.
Everybody heard it.
I want Iron Man.
Well, you were wrong.
Gee, Teal, who are you going to pick?
Gee, I don't know, guys. Let's find out. Oh, the Eagles. These teams are tied. And I obviously want the Eagles to win. It was a bye week for the Birds. And that can mean they're rested and ready to go. Or that can mean that they've fallen. And Washington is getting hot at the right time. But so are we. So that really is going to be a battle. I think, personally, that the Jalen Hurts thing is bullshit. I think they're just saying it to fake out Washington.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden Hurts comes up, because if you don't know who you are playing, you don't have the way to prepare for them properly, just like they did with Gardner Minshew. And that's what I think is going to happen again.
Okay. I like it.
So
Adam might be at the game on Sunday. Very cool. I've been picking the Eagles for a couple weeks. My logic, Julio, was I didn't know what kind of team this was until they solidified themselves into a run game. Now I trust this team a little bit. I expect them to win this game. Yes, I agree. Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually a really small emoji. So is it an eagle or a duck?
It's an eagle.
Looks like a duck.
It's a duck. It's not a duck.
It's a duck. Sorry, we're not the Philadelphia Ducks anymore.
Also, we don't have that. I would pick a duck. Anything over.
Julie's going to be at the game, so Eagles win.
Awesome.
And we just have to pray Minnesota loses on Monday.
I don't want them to lose, though.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
For playoff seedings, you need to.
All right, I want them to lose, but I also want them to win simultaneously. This is very confusing, guys.
How interesting. All right, so you're the button pusher.
Oh, yeah, I am. I do push a lot of buttons.
We continue. This game sucks. The Jaguars, this game sucks. I didn't even want to pick this game. I picked all the games around it.
Excuse me. This is the second week in a row. Hold on.
Okay.
That you have picked the Jags. Second week in a row.
Yes.
This is a weird way to tell me, once again, that you want a divorce.
But again, I have to pick the game. And Texans are starting a backup and has nobody running the ball.
Who was Urban Meyer? Who was he the coach of?
The Jaguars.
Well then, whoa. Hold on. This is brand new information, guys, for me. Urban Meyer, Mr. College University, and Trevor Lawrence are on the same team. That's a hellmouth.
You went a Buffy on me there.
That's a hellmouth. No.
Trevor Lawrence had his worst game as a pro last week.
He did.
He's got to do something. Urban Meyer's been bad. He's literally kicked the shit out of his own kickers. I think that they have to beat the Texans. So
I think you're wrong. Everything that you just said is talk yourself out of the Jags, and somehow you still put that.
This game sucks.
Okay, every week I have to ask Chip what team Handsome Squidward plays for so I can actively pick against him and his dumb face. I don't know if you guys know what Handsome Squidward looks like, but look it up. Add some hair. It's him. Handsome Squidward is still pretty gross. So just better than Squidward.
Are we going to need to look it up for the people?
No, they can look it up.
All right.
Listen,
Yeah,
everything, people Google everything
but
anyway
if they
nowadays.
look it up, they close our window and we lose the viewership where I can just put it on the screen.
Wait until the end of the show.
We'll look up Handsome Squidward in a little while.
Yeah.
So people have some thoughts. Here we go.
Yeah.
Next we agree.
I agree.
Julio is shocked. Javier is gasping.
See?
Thank
you.
Adam has now begun his hatred of Trevor Lawrence with you.
The correct hatred.
Julie's saying the Jags. Matt's calling Jerry Springer. Do we need some time? This is
Could you
an
imagine
1800s
us
divorce.
going on?
I think Tila is going to break into this 7-game deficit this week. She might.
Could you imagine if we went on Jerry Springer and Trevor Lawrence comes walking out like, I thought you loved me.
Forget Jerry Springer.
Say that to my face.
We need Judge Judy to save the marriage. The marriage is fine. All right? The marriage is fine.
It is. It is fine.
But the Jags are going to win this week. Okay, moving on.
This is Trevor Lawrence. You picked a man against me.
Is he?
I don't know what he is.
I don't know what he is. Cowboys and the Giants. This is a laugher. Cowboys defense has been historically good. Insanely good.
Yeah.
Like winning me fantasy games good. I have their defense for fantasy football. They give me like 25 points a game.
Fucking traitor.
It's fantasy. I don't see a way where a bad Giants team beats them, like in no universe. None of Marvel universe, none of the Spidey No Way Home universes.
They're all a part of the
multiplexes, whatever.
No,
it is.
the multiverse, and then there are subverses out of that as well. It's very complicated. I could do an entire podcast on just Marvel alone.
Please don't do a diagram.
I'm not going to, but I could.
So Adam's never picking the Cowgirls. Julio is saying prayers for the thought of the Giants. Giants all the way. I hope both teams lose. Yeah, I'm rooting for Bane. Absolutely.
Stop saying that every week.
Giants will never ever pick the Cowgirls.
Wow.
I have a job to do.
Could you
I
click
could
that,
click.
though?
Sure. Where's my mouse?
I don't know. You love talking about yourself, though.
Oh, that hurts.
I also picked the Giants.
No, you didn't.
I mean, the Cowboys. Sorry. But I'm rooting for the asteroid from Armageddon.
Oh, but I can't make a Bane joke?
You make a Bane joke every week. Somebody go back and count the number of times he says Bane.
It's funny.
It's not funny when you do it every week.
You went Bruce Willis. Much better choice. All right.
You're right, I did.
All right.
And while we're on Bruce Willis,
Okay.
guys, Die Hard.
Do we need a full screen for this?
No.
Okay.
But Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And anybody that says it's not is a fucking liar.
Javier says Giants are a practice squad. Cowboys are an all-star team. We'll pick the Giants anyway.
I just don't like I don't like the Giants. I don't like the Cowboys, but I hate the Giants. The Giants.
I just don't understand how Joe Judge, the coach of the Giants, is going to maintain his job.
I don't even know who that is.
He's the judge of Jonas.
I like the Jonas Brothers.
Jonas, not Jonas.
Oh. All right.
I hate everything that you just said.
You said Jonas.
You said Jonas. Cardinals, Lions. Come on. Like, even without DeAndre Hopkins, who's going to miss the rest of the regular season, Cardinals are not going to lose to the Lions. Lions have injuries to their best player, DeAndre Swift, who's killing me in fantasy by not playing. And even if he plays, he won't be 100%. The Cardinals are too full of weapons. This game is a blowout. The Cardinals also have to have a conference win because they lost this week.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Totally.
Give it a scoot on over.
There. I also picked the Cardinals.
Cool.
I'm mad at the Cardinals, though, for their loss to the Rams. It dropped them from first to third. That's how competitive their conference is. And yet it's amazing to me that some of those teams are not going to make it into the playoffs just because of the division that they're in. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. If you're like unbelievably amazing, you should make it. That's how I feel. And that's how I feel about college and all of it. It's so confusing. It makes no sense. So
you are of the belief that you should basically do away with divisions and just the top 7 teams from each conference make it.
Yeah,
regardless of which
there are great teams that are kicking ass sitting at home while a team that's like 5-11 makes it in.
The NFC East had a playoff team last year.
I know. Like, our division is not good. We're not good. We're getting better for sure, but like, come on.
Adam is saying Cardinals for Jeremy Bridges.
Yeah, I am pretty confident in their ability to beat Detroit. Like,
Julio
and Zach Ertz. Like, no matter what happens, I don't go against Zach Ertz.
Julio is still laughing. Like Julie said, Cardinals will always root for Zach Ertz.
Absolutely, 100%.
Matt's saying go Lions because he wants the underdog. So we're at that point of the season where we're just rooting for total chaos.
Well, we have to now because, like I said, it's I don't hate our division. I just think I think that we really are picking up, and I think that's great. But our division is the weakest division.
It is.
In the entire NFL.
We beat each other up so much, and again, somebody gets to win it.
And that's why, like, all of our teams are scrappy because we have to fight. We have to fight so hard to get in there, and so people are like, "Oh, fuck the Eagles, the fans and Dallas fans are this, and they're living in 1992. Yes, they are living in 1992. That is very true. But then people can't let go of us throwing batteries at Santa. And then I'm sure there's something with Washington.
Washington's ceilings are literally full of crap, and it's raining onto the people.
No, wait, is that true?
Yes, the pipes keep bursting in the stadium.
That is not okay. And then you have the Giants.
That's probably how they got COVID.
Like the Giants, guys, the Giants. They're in our division. That's depressing. I think that if we were in a little bit, if they split us and put it like switched up the divisions a little bit and shake up, we'd be better. Yeah. We get further.
Yeah. Yeah. And the Cowboys are definitely a little bit overrated. I think that they have look, the defense is going to get them pretty far in the playoffs, but it all comes down to
hold on though.
It all comes down to
wait. Before you finish that sentence, I also have something else to say.
Quarterback play.
Right. So we're watching the Giants Cowboys game. No, wait. Is that
this past weekend?
This past weekend, who was it?
It was Washington and the Cowboys.
Okay.
Great
we're watching
game,
it. Great game. And that's why I said Washington is picking up some steam right now because it really could have been way worse. Now, here's the thing. I'm listening to the commentators whose names I do not know.
Wait, you're getting full screen for this because I know where you're going.
And this is what they say. They go, oh, like Zeke, he's just not playing as well. A CeeDee Lamb, just not playing. They've got to get used to each other. They're still not used to each other. They've got to get that flow. Hold the fuck up for a second. We are using right now, I don't know why I have this in my ear. You don't hear anything. We have a coach who is a first-year coach with us. We have a first-year NFL quarterback on our team. And yet they complain about us and talk about us. So why are we not given that same respect? We are our first year. We're still getting our footing. We are still figuring it out. But Zeke and all of them, like, no. They've been in this game a little bit longer. They're a little further in professionals. Get your shit together. That's what I have to say about that.
She was very, very heated.
The second that they said it, who were the announcers? I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The narrative, we watch, Aaron Rodgers play and the smoke that's blowing up his bumhole. We watch Josh Allen play and the smoke that's blowing up his bumhole.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, God.
Speaking of the Packers, are we there yet? Are we going to get there?
We're going to get there.
Okay. When they said Chris Collinsworth was like, oh, man, there's not a more honest man in football. I laughed so hard because the controversy has been so I'm like, read the room. Like, I would prefer his son to come in and do commentating to him. I mean, like, he's a hype kind of person, but the thing is, like, I don't get it. We get so much hate, our city personally, and for what? Like, I'm sorry.
No,
do we have a Walter Payton nominee? Do we? Which, by the way, right? Isn't that
Walter Payton Man of the Year? Absolutely.
Which, by the way, everybody go continue to vote for him because that's really, really important. He's a phenomenal human being. And yet, where they're like, oh, we've got to do away with him. Oh, Sirianni. Oh, I'm like, they're still learning, everybody. And we've had, knock on wood, the least amount of COVID cases, so fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Not you guys, but like.
No, you guys are awesome.
Not you guys, but like the
you.
royal you. Yeah.
All right, we continue.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's me.
Another crap game, man. The Jets and the Dolphins. Look, the Dolphins surprise you here and there. The Jets are bad. Finns will do what they're supposed to do and beat up on a team if that just can't help it. That Dolphins win.
I agree.
This game doesn't interest
I
me.
love the Dolphins anyway. But the Dolphins lost in the last minutes of their last matchup. Do you remember how I was so sad? I thought they were going to do it. So I'm crossing my fingers that they don't let the Jets beat them. They need to summon their inner alphaba and not let them bring them down. That was a Broadway Broadway reference, you guys. There it is, Dolphins.
You know what was good about it? It was a wicked one. Julie says Dolphins.
I agree.
Adam says Dolphins.
Yeah.
You gotta.
I'm sorry.
Bring it down. Okay. All right, Bengals and Broncos. Toss-up game for me.
Agreed.
I got the Bengals. I said the Broncos are really good, and if they stick with the running game, they win. But typically, they make Teddy Bridgewater throw the ball 30 times, and that's dumb.
That's a cool name.
Teddy Bridgewater?
Mm-hmm.
He plays with a glove on his throwing hand.
Okay.
Bengals have Joe Burrow, who is throwing the ball very well and has receivers who are helping him. Bengals win. I think it's a close one, though.
So, wait. I want to reference this right here. Matt, I understand what you're saying. These are the people that I don't want these people to win.
No.
It's who I just think in my feelings and he thinks analytically are going to win.
Yes.
I don't want them
you think
to
I
win.
want to put the Cowboys on a win?
No. I would rather the Giants. I hate the Giants, but I'd rather the Giants beat the Cowboys. But I think that the Cowboys are going to beat the Giants.
But this is a competition, y'all.
Yeah, and he's very competitive. Very competitive. So he likes the fact that he's a little ahead of me, but not by much. And I don't check in on the games. This is a fun little fact. I have no idea. I can't watch all of the games. So I don't find out. And then he's like, oh, well, you're up this many, or, oh, I'm up this. Like, I find out from him because I don't care. It's just fun for me.
I like to compete.
But for him,
I like to compete.
It's Monopoly.
Yes, Matt, I am upset that I'm only up 7 games. But actually, if you think back to our March Madness show, I'm actually ecstatic that I am up 7 games.
Because I whooped his ass.
She beat the hell out of me.
I do it every year.
Actually, she beat the hell out of the entire All About the Birds team.
Yep.
She almost won the whole damn thing.
All because Gonzaga sounds like Gorgonzola.
I'm going to win this year. I've decided.
No, you're
I've
not.
decided. Yeah, Julie says, let's go, girl
That's
power. Right. Yeah, Demaryius Thomas, man, that's really sad. It's really sad.
It makes me that makes me feel really sad. It does, but I go to me.
Oh, hold on. Julie says Bengals.
Okay.
Adam says Broncos.
Okay.
And you say, where's the mouse? I caught a mouse yesterday. Did I tell you that?
No, don't tell me that.
Okay. He was
the
alive.
Bengals. I know nothing about either of these teams except that they're having weird seasons. The Bengals lose games that they should win and win games that they should lose. So I'm going to guess that this is going to be a game where they win.
Cool.
That's all I've got for that one. I mean,
It's a lot of orange on the screen, though, that weekend. They both wear orange.
Oh, I know. But at least it's not like the Seahawks and the 49ers. It's not the Seahawks and the 49ers, right? No. That is terrible for the eyes. That should be not allowed.
Here we go, 49ers. We're talking about the 49ers and Falcons. Look, a bird.
Again.
Here's super analytics here, right? Jimmy Garoppolo was basically told at the beginning of the season that he has already lost his job to Trey Lance. So he has promptly responded by doing everything in his power to keep Trey Lance on the sideline. He has been throwing the ball to Deebo Samuel, to George Kittle, and to Brandon Ayuk.
Why not?
The 49ers just have so many weapons that I do not think that the Falcons have the ability to stop, even though the Falcons are in the wild card race.
I also picked the 49ers, guys.
You love the outfits.
I'm only picking the 49ers because Chip has a man crush on the quarterback.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo is a good-looking dude.
And I think that the other quarterback looks like a thumb. And guys, I need to also say
Matt
this.
Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan, he does. He looks like a thumb. He does. I need to make a point. What's his name?
Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yes. Men find him more attractive than women do.
He's a handsome dude.
He's okay. He's nice looking, but every man I know is like, that man's so handsome. And I'm like, he's okay. He's attractive, but like the whole like stripper thing and like whatever, like,
Yeah, Javier.
There are hotter guys by far.
That's me.
Yes, sure.
How's it even possible that Matt Ryan he's had a terrible season, but they are trusting their running game in Mike Davis, and they've got Kyle Pitts, who's doing okay, but somehow they're just winning some games against bad teams. So they're at 6-7, I believe, but they are in the playoff hunt. Chris, I agree, but again, the Falcons are in the playoff hunt. Julie says 49ers, and Adam says 49ers because Matt Ryan didn't do good for me in fantasy. Well, I'm sorry for you.
He's fine.
Kyle Pitts has not done great for me in fantasy. So.
You close all your rings.
I did. I
just right now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Javier. You're 100% right. Cordell Patterson is the one who's carrying the team for the Falcons. I apologize. I just remember from week 1, Mike Davis and his thighs. He's these huge tree trunk thighs, and they're like, look at his legs, and he's walking
Don't
around.
They all have them?
No, this guy is ripped.
Is that helping them play?
Nah.
Okay.
He actually just spent a lot of time on the injured list.
Was his hamstrings?
I believe so.
Oh, my God.
Seahawks, Rams. I want to talk about some colors there. The Rams finally clicked on all cylinders, and oh, my God. They are dangerous, and they came up against the best team in the NFC in the Cardinals, and they stomped all over.
I feel like this is their second win against them. Is it not?
No, they split the series.
Did they?
They did. They split the series. The first time the
first
time the Cardinals slapped the Rams silly.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe they did.
Rams scored a ton of points, and they should be able to do the same against the Seahawks team because the Seahawks just are not doing what they need to do.
I also picked the Rams because Sierra's husband is nowhere. Listen, everybody knows that I am like not a feminist. I just like everybody, and I think everybody should be equal, whatever. So she's more famous than he is, and she's better. So Sierra's husband is his name now. Is nowhere near as cute as McVay. McVay is Dirk Bentley's doppelganger, and I am here for it. And that. Other than the fact that the Rams are the far better team, that's why I picked them. Yeah.
And, we have over here, we got, Julie saying Rams, Adam saying Rams in a blowout. Julie, I want the Rams to take out Dallas in the first round. I would like to be in the first round. And Odell's looking really good. Yeah, he finally,
true.
He finally connected with his guy, with his new guy.
Yep, that's true.
So we'll see what that brings. Packers and the Ravens. Ravens are having some injury issues, and I do not think that a no Lamar Jackson Ravens team wins against the Packers.
Is that the quarterback? Lamar
Jackson is the quarterback for the Ravens.
All right. I'm kidding. I knew that. I also picked the Packers.
Hey, all right.
Please let it be known that I want the Ravens to win. However, I don't think they win against Sir COVID toe.
Sir COVID toe.
That's what they were calling him the other night.
But he's honest and trustworthy.
Totally honest, trustworthy. He said that his toe injury is not due to COVID. Which I didn't think that it was.
But it totally is.
Yeah. I mean, it might be. I don't know.
We got a couple games left. So the Saints and the Bucks. Yeah, I agree, Adam. If Jackson was playing, I think that the Ravens win.
I agree. But you know what? They could provide an upset. You don't really know. That's the whole thing about it. I just think that the Packers are doing well as a team as a whole because the Packers don't need Aaron Rodgers to be successful. They themselves are a pretty good team, but the Ravens need their quarterback to be successful.
I disagree with you on that. I think Aaron Rodgers is single-handedly carrying this team because when Jordan Love had to play for Aaron Rodgers.
I know.
My God, you saw that Aaron Rodgers is the only guy who can quarterback that team.
I know. But
So,
here's my
respectfully.
question. They were saying something about what would happen if roles were reversed and Aaron Rodgers was actually on the Patriots back in the day instead of Tom Brady, and what kind of quarterback would he have been under Bill Belichick? It was a very interesting article.
Big old what ifs. I like it.
But for me, where are we going? What did you do?
I clicked on comments.
He did the wrong thing, guys.
I didn't. We're on comments, so we came back.
But
All right, Saints and Bucks.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, did
no,
I
you
already
did.
say it?
You did.
Oh, yeah, I
Sir
did.
COVID tell. Saints and Bucks. I got the Bucks. Bucks are beginning to look like themselves. The Saints have Taysom Hill. He sucks. Don't need much more of a message.
I think that it's also going to be the Bucks. If this was Breeze against Brady, I would say that we have a fight. But the Saints just aren't the team that they used to be. I feel like they don't know who they are and what they're doing. He's getting the dogs. But that said, wouldn't it be cool? Okay, hear me out. And if anybody from, New Orleans is listening, it would be really cool if they released Mardi Gras beads from the sky for every touchdown.
You'd have to stop the game to clean it up.
I would go to those just in the stands, not in the field.
We've learned from being in Philadelphia to not release projectiles into the stands.
Why?
Because we threw snowballs at Santa Claus.
That was snow, and it
projectile.
It was batteries.
We threw batteries at Santa Claus.
And they brought those in from home.
Right. So
I'm talking about things that were sanctioned into the stadium, like Mardi Gras beads. That'd be so, or that confetti that's like green and gold and purple. Mardi Gras colors. Come on. Or those little, babies that come from those little.
Yeah, Javier, I agree. Without, Thomas, Breeze, and a healthy Alvin Kamara, who is getting back healthy a little bit. Sean Payton looks like a chicken with the head cut off.
It's true.
With that being said, I'm really excited to watch the Netflix series that they're talking about where Kevin James is playing Sean Payton.
Wait, can I just tell you that the article said Kevin James looks unrecognizable? I'm like, Kevin James looks exactly as he did before he lost all the weight. That was it.
Kevin James looks like Kevin James.
Right. Like he's so fit now, but then he gained all this weight to play this part. And they're like, he's unrecognizable. I'm like, that's the King of Queens, guys.
They're trying to make the whole Bounty Gate story into a fun, feel-good story.
I don't know what that means.
So Sean Payton, you'll love this. Sean Payton a couple years ago.
He knows I'm not going to love this.
Started paying and bribing his players.
Okay.
For injuring opponents. Like if you took out a quarterback's knee.
Oh, like targeting?
Yeah. If you take out this guy's knee, we'll pay you like $50,000.
That's really shitty.
And he got a year suspension.
Okay.
And then got to coach the team again.
That's bad. That's targeting. You can't do that.
It's not
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. This guy gets to do that and he pays his players, but I'm pretty sure, Pete Rose for betting still can't be in the Hall of Fame?
Correct. That's a different show.
That is a different show, but I'm just saying, he paid money and people got injured. All Pete Rose did was win some money. He didn't even throw the game. He was just like, I'm betting against myself or for myself. And Kevin James is awesome.
Kevin James is awesome.
You're right.
Let's go on over. I think we're at one game left.
Okay.
One game left? One game left. Monday Night Football. We got the Vikings and the Bears. I got the Vikings. The Vikings' weapons are crazy. Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson are literally winning me fantasy. Imagine if they bring in a real quarterback at some point. They're going to be Super Bowl contenders. And the Bears are the Bears. So, Vikings win in a laugher. And Julio, he broke the record last night. It was very cool.
Steph Curry, yes. But you know where he didn't break it?
Not in Philly.
On our field.
House.
With, whatchamacallit?
Joel
Embiid,
they're getting their
Maxey.
asses kicked tonight.
Yeah, but still. They were like, Thibault. Didn't Thibault do it?
Thibault played great.
He was like, not in our fucking house.
Not today.
Mm-mm.
All right, so I got the Vikings. You got
and Embiid was like, he can do it, but not here. This is my home. I'm like, yes, I love Embiid. Anyway, I also picked the Vikings. Sorry, guys. I know that we need the Bears to win.
Root for the Bears.
They're not going to win.
They're not going to.
But they're quickly becoming my second favorite team. They're blonde. They have purple in their costumes. And I would watch a rock opera about them any day. Tell me that would not be fantastic.
A rock opera about the Minnesota Vikings?
Yeah, and they could all look like Vikings, but like, I don't know.
From Minnesota.
Minnesota.
We're singing in Minnesotan accents. That was
offensive. No,
not even close to a Minnesotan accent.
I think I would like to see the Bears win. I don't think that they're going to win.
Thank you, Matt. This whole series has been developed on the idea of costumes, and it took until the last game on the list for her to bring up costumes.
Because you know what? You make fun of me every time. I could go through and talk about all of it. All these costumes, okay? The Bengals and the Broncos costumes, that's going to clap, but it's too much, but that's fine. The Falcons and the 49ers, those colors kind of go more together. That's fine. But I don't like the 49ers costumes, but I do like the Falcons costumes. Then you have the Seahawks and the Rams. I like the Rams costumes so much better, but I think the Seahawks, they are constantly giving me like Oregon Ducks vibes because of how they like switch it up, and that's really cool. The Packers, the Ravens costumes are so cool. Like I'd wear those colors, red and purple. Sounds great. But the Packers, I don't like their costumes because I don't think that yellow and green need to like go together like that. I think it's weird. It does remind me of cheese though. Like it legitimately does. The Eagles and Washington. What do we know what colors? Does anybody know what colors we're getting?
Not yet.
Okay, because like
I don't know anyway.
Washington's like a burgundy-ish.
Burgundy.
Is that what color they are?
Maroon and burgundy and gold.
Sure, and gold, but it looks more yellow, so I don't want to even.
It's because they can't fix the pipes.
It's like they're the knockoff 49ers. But I like all of ours. I don't like the
24 centers.
The Bills. Our costumes are the best, Julie. Javier.
Why are we calling the costumes? Oh, Lord. Why did you do this? No.
Getting real close, guys.
Oh, God, no, Javier.
Okay. In the shop, there's a shirt that says costume mentality. And no, they are not uniforms. They are costumes. Because just like Beyonce, when she goes on stage, she calls herself Sasha Fierce and she becomes somebody else. And when you put on your costume, you're going out onto the field and you're becoming somebody else. You're becoming this this person that like loves puppies and takes care of people is all of a sudden looking at somebody else telling them that I'm going to fuck your mom or something. Like they become different people. So they embody this whole other thing. So that's why they're costumes. Anyway, I also like the Titans uniforms. There you go. How's that, guys? I like their uniforms.
What is that? She's been calling them costumes for years now.
Javier, this is
also to piss me off.
This is a whole thing. This is a whole thing.
There is a legitimate shirt in the All About the Birds shop. It says costume mentality, and it's got Sheldon Brown with his Jason mask on. Right. Why? Because he did that. And last time I checked, when we won the Super Bowl, all these people, because it was dog mentality, and they all had what? Oh, dog masks on. What are they part of? Costumes. All of you guys, kiss my ass. It's been, Javier, you've missed this whole thing. This has been the entire time. This is what we've done. But it's true. And then there's a show, The Goldbergs. Oh, no. And they compared this guy's love of football to his brother's love of theater and wearing the costumes and the whole 9 yards. And when that happened, I turned to Chip. I could not even make eye contact. He literally looked so straight because he knew that if he turned sideways, I was going to be just daggers because somewhere, somebody from the Goldbergs clearly watches our show. They have to. They're local. They are. They love the Eagles. And talks about that. And that's the truth. So. And that's the bottom line because Tila said so. Right. It can be a costume. Who wants it to be a uniform? Uniform means that it's like. You're going to war. There's conformity. Yes. No. There are punishments in the NFL for not being in the correct uniform. That's dumb, by the way. That's really stupid. Right, but it's like Thank you, Julie. But it's a costume, and that's how it goes. That's what it should be. What? Why can't it be a costume? I'm sorry, but last time I checked, the Rockettes, who are all dressed the same, wear costumes. What now, guys? What now?
And every single one of them could be a kicker.
Just not near Urban Meyer.
Well, they would.
And so on that note, look, it's 8:30. I have about a half hour before I have to go get ready for the All About the Birds weekly report. We are bringing on our good friend from the Washington area, the Washington podcasting team. His name is Rio. He does a show called Rambling with Rio. He is incredible. Good buddy of ours. So we're going to talk with him in a little bit.
And then on Thursday.
And on Thursday, we are going on to his show to discuss costume mentality.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. See, it's catching on. And why? Because Washington.
So is COVID.
What?
COVID catches on. It's gone viral.
We need antibiotics.
I need antibiotics.
Watch Schitt's Creek, guys. We are talking about costume mentality. That's true, which is interesting because Rio and I have had conversations as well about the lack of a name and the lack of an identity for this team now. So they got to get new costumes.
So with that being said, make sure you are liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, especially on YouTube. We're trying to build our YouTube following because it definitely helps monetarily. Chris, I checked. I didn't see it in my personal one, so I don't know which one you sent it to. If you sent it to the All About the Birds one, I did not see it yet.
Who knows? Where is it?
So yeah, tell me where. I see it. Hang on. Yeah, awesome, Chris. I mean, that really is very exciting that you raised that money for.
Yeah, that's awesome. Does that explain it? Is there a way that people can donate in other ways? And what is it for specifically? This is awesome. Mm-hmm. The Ark
in Gloucester.
Right. And what is the okay, oh, this is so awesome. Gloucester, New Jersey, a nonprofit.
Yep.
Empowers individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities and their families. That's really awesome. Everybody go there. This is the site right there. I don't know if anybody could see it. And then go like them and then donate. Yeah.
So I'm Chip.
And I'm Tila.
This is Tila.
Yep, that's my name.
And I will see you guys back in about a half an hour. She'll be asleep. And
that's true. I mean, with kids.
I know. And we'll catch you back here. Same time, same place.
And go to tomorrow. You can get us again with Rio.
Yes, you can. I'm going to wear a lot of Eagle stuff. So bye, y'all.